Hey guys, this is Chris here from the Lazy Marketer. What I want to do real quick, just before I go any further and talk about MAKO or any of that stuff, I just want to put my money where my mouth is and make it very clear to you that, um, I'm the type of guy where I'm actually sort of doing my internet marketing career, so to speak, in the internet marketing niche, really as a side um, business where I kind of talk about what I'm doing in my quote unquote real stuff. So just to sort of show you that that is in fact the case, and as well to make it very clear as to what kind of sites I like to build, and the kinds of sites that we build using what the MAKO framework is built around. Um, what you're looking at right now is a very recent purchase agreement for one of my directory driven sites. So, as you can see there, I'm the seller, and I blocked out some sensitive information that doesn't need to be public, and that's what it's selling for. Okay? So, this is by no means, I'm not going to be living on a beach somewhere for the rest of my life or anything, but it's certainly not bad to front load some capital and, you know, uh, it'll certainly help with the tax bill at the end of the year. So um, that's uh, that's the kind of level that we're playing at here, and these are the kinds of sites that this software is intended for. This is not for people that want to make $5 a day and then sell their site and flip it for 600 bucks. That's not the purpose at all. So before I go any further, I just want to again reaffirm this is the kind of uh, this is the kind of stuff that we do, and this is the kind of playing field where our customers ideally are going to be looking to get to. So, and with that said, this is very much just sort of the very bottom end of what is possible with these larger content sites and authority networks. Okay, so let's keep on going. Let's talk about the magic formula. This is something I'm being facetious, but everyone's looking for that magic formula. Here it is. This is what I've used, and this is in a roundabout way. I'm going to explain why we created MAKO, and just bear with me. The magic formula I've used to produce sites that have genuinely performed really well, and I haven't really had that many projects that have tanked or gone belly up. We certainly all go through that, but because I've sort of followed this process, so long as I've at least stuck with the projects or persevered through them, it's always turned around. It's always produced a profit. And anyway, this is my magic formula. I take a look at the players in big profitable markets. So if we're talking stock trading, uh, acne control, whatever. Look at who is ranking consistently across the board for you know the choice keywords. Who's there taking the spots? Who's there producing content and working with their list and clearly an active and big player. Identify those guys and then copy them. That is literally all I have done. And by copy them, I don't mean, hire someone to scrape their content or in any way actually copy their materials in any capacity. But I look at what they're doing and I follow suit. And yeah, I have my own twist, and obviously it's a different brand, different site, different content, blah, blah, blah. But we look at the keywords they go after, we look at the stuff they promote, you know. Um, like the next section says here, what are the players doing? Well, they're building big content sites, big lists, promoting stuff that makes a lot of money. And that's what we look at. We just basically reverse engineer our own campaigns based on what's already working for other people. And, you might think, well, what if everyone does that? Well, everyone's trying to. It's just that people are too lazy to really go through with it. The reason why you have, three or four main dudes in any kind of market is because those are the guys that stick with it long enough and invest enough time and effort and energy and maybe money and that kind of stuff to make a go of it. Everyone else is too damn lazy. And that's, take that for what you will, but that's the truth. So there is opportunity. That's not a slam. That is a gold mine, what I just said. So anyway, about 3 or 4 years ago, that's exactly what I started doing. This is sort of around the time, shortly before I wrote Confessions of a Lazy Super Affiliate, where I really went gung ho on building authority sites and just sort of copying the players. I had my fill of the mini sites and doing little software campaigns and stuff, and that works. I think it's a great place to start, and it works to this day. But you're not going to see long running income. You're not going to see sites where you can build them up to a point where you can sell them for six figures. Um, that happens when you start building authority sites. And so, authority sites, theme directories, large scale review sites, etc. That's what I was doing. But, the big but to start building huge sites, especially with, the geo-targeted local terms, where we're talking sites that have thousands and thousands of pages, it's just a little cumbersome to use HTML, and it just didn't make sense to do. That it wasn't centralized. The sites I was building they were basically just handled with Dreamweaver. And I did try some WordPress-based plugins, and I've tried using Joomla and other stuff. And with enough programming, anything can happen. But nothing was really built for me. It was always I'd have to basically rewrite the damn thing anyway to make it work for what I wanted it to do. And so, anyway, to start building huge sites, something that could handle mass publishing and essentially build itself, something that could automate indexing and some of the more basic link building functions, and something that just plainly put makes it easy to create authority networks on a massive, massive scale. Uh, and so that's why we developed the MAKO Dominator. And this is, as I've already explained, in the various blog posts and stuff, this is really a platform or a framework for doing what we're already doing what already works. This is not some new revolutionary method. This isn't some new, competing strategy against the auto blogging stuff that's already out there. I could really give a crap about that stuff. That's not what I'm doing. This is for this is a way of saving months of time doing your own development. If you are interested in building the kinds of authority sites that we build and we profit from and we sell. If that is up your alley, then that's what MAKO Dominator is, and that's what it does. So let's get something straight. This is not an affiliate site builder. Okay? I happen to have one that a product that already does that sort of thing. It's called Affiliate Genie, and that's built for someone that wants to build a site in a week, roll it out, and make a bit of money. Okay? That's not what this is. This is not for people who need this to work. If this is your big ticket, if this is, your last and final chance to cash in on the internet millions, sorry, this is probably not the best thing for you to buy. This is not for building $5 a day AdSense sites or scraper sites. So in the same sort of realm as what I just mentioned with the previous statement there. In essence, this is for people who do not need this explanation. And I don't mean to be smug or arrogant or anything about this at all. I just don't want the wrong people spending money when they really shouldn't be. And that's the bottom line. If you're at a point where you can't build an authority site, like if you don't have the time or sort of I guess the experience to know what markets to get into and that kind of stuff. I mean, not that that's really that difficult, but basically, if you don't know which way is up right now in this industry, and if you're starting out and you know you're still looking for that $300-400 a month mark to sort of cover some bills, this is probably not something you want to look at doing. And I'm just going to say that straight out. I mean, this isn't one size fits all. This is for people who think that selling a site for 150 grand is just a starting point, because that's where I'm at. That's where um, you know our target customers are at. We're looking for people who want to aim at generating a healthy six or more figure income from 1 to 3 authority sites, and you understand what it takes to get there. Okay, and in saying that, we're looking for people that they understand what MAKO is. It's not this, you know, push button insta riches system by any means. MAKO is basically saving them months of outsourcing and development time for doing this exact business strategy, business model. That's what MAKO is. Okay, so that said, you know, I'm not saying that you have to be, you know, a millionaire already to hop in on this and cash in on it. And you don't necessarily have to be a successful marketer either. But what I am saying is, please don't jump into this if you don't understand what it is, why it works, and how you're going to use it. You're looking at a blurred out site there. That's our current major project. This is going to absolutely dwarf this site that I recently sold for 150K. And this is in a far more competitive market as well. And what we'll be doing for people that also get in the pre-launch here is I'll be doing a webinar series where I actually expose this site, the networks we're building. I mean, we've already got over 200 domains set up for this campaign alone, and 7,000 or so pages of content. So, you know, we are looking at a massive, massive push, and I will actually be exposing this site, which is a real site, not like a, you know, here's a demo site. This is the real thing, guys, and so I'll be sharing this with you as a live case study for MAKO customers. So that's sort of worth the price tag right there for those who might benefit from that. So it boils down to this: August 23rd. We are only letting out 100 pre-launch copies at $9.95, and I've already had a couple people email me and sort of reserve a spot because they will be gone or whatever. So realistically, we're probably looking at 85 now that are still available. So it's going to go pretty quick. Non-disclosure agreement. It's going to be a required thing that you have to agree to. Same with the schedule of restricted practices, and that includes is basically using crap data or scrape data without adding unique content, as well as using these as link sale networks and stuff like that. That's not going to happen, and we do have ways of disabling the site remotely if we find that that's occurring. We are activating screening measures even on the pre-launch to an extent. I can sort of tell based on past transactions, and because this is only for my customers. You know, if you're someone that you know, maybe is at more of a beginner stage, I'll sort of confirm as to whether that's a good idea for you or not. And past August 30th, it goes to retail at about $2,000, and purchases based on approval. So you won't even be able to buy without being approved as someone, I guess, capable of using it. So it's more about preserving the value of the script itself. I just don't want this to be abused. So anyway, mark that on your calendar, August 23rd. And for those who understand what this is, I think it's going to be a pretty huge, you know, sort of power tool for you. It's going to save you a lot of time. Anyway, that's it. So we'll talk soon. I'll have some more videos and stuff on the actual pre-launch page that go over all the details and all the features of MAKO in detail. And we've added actually a lot more stuff since our latest used auto directory sample. So lots of cool stuff. Stay tuned. Thanks.